we're obviously very pleased with our performance last week. It was a really physical, tough game. We've picked up quite a few knocks. So it'll be interesting to see where Bedford are, and it's really going to test our squad. Not only did with Ollie Robinson going off with an injury that was seen, but Luke Arscott, Jack Tuvey, Will Cliff, Gaston Cortez have all picked up injuries, along with Marco Mama. So it's and Will Cliff. So we're lucky we've got a big squad. It's certainly helping us, and you see with the training today, it's really helped us. But from our side, we're going to need to use that squad this week. We're focusing on the game on Sunday, and it's vital for us to do that. We've conceded more than 29 points on 3 occasions at home in the Championship this year. We're disappointed that that's happened, but we've got to have a very good defence this week if we want to get through this tie. And our focus will be on our defensive effort that has been exemplary over the last couple of weeks.
Andy, because of what you said about the injuries, does that mean you've had to tone training down at all to avoid any more this week, or is it still been full on?
Not at all. The importance for us is to get some real intensity in the training, and Sean and the coaches plus the performance group have really been driving the intensity of the sessions. And today we've got a very intense session. There's a lot of hard work, a lot of second ball efforts that we have when you play against a side like Bedford. They get a lot, number of turnovers. They'll run it from anywhere, but you see real intensity in what we're doing. And I think what we've been delighted about is the attitude the players have brought.
And will team selection be dictated? Would you risk people because it's a second leg, and with a mind of forward to the final? And I know you don't want to talk about the final, but or is it literally you're going to pick the team for this game for those who are fit?
We're looking to get our best players on the field, and we really respect the way that Bedford go out and play the game. I think it's important that Sean, we've been discussing this, haven't we? That we think there could be a few tricks from them this week.
Yeah, well, they had nothing to lose last week, and let's just imagine how they feel this week. I would imagine they're coming to prove a point and play the way they've tried to play, certainly all season. But the last couple of weeks, the last 4 or 5 weeks, they've scored a lot of points. So, we feel that they're going to pick a side with a few tricks. When we played Bedford first game of the season here, they scored 4 tries. But they were from 2 interceptions and 2 chip kicks, so anything can happen against Bedford. We're hopefully well prepared for that.
Sean, I'm sure you're going to tell me that it's half time and you've just got to win this game, but are you not in a much better position than you were a week ago just because you have got a substantial lead?
I'm not going to tell you half time because it's the start.
Oh, go on.
It's the start of a new game, and that's a fact, isn't it? And it's more about mindset than anything else. Our sport is played a lot in the head. We're well prepared physically, but mentally the challenges occur, and therefore to prepare mentally is very, very important. Isn't it Novak Djokovic that says, if I start thinking about the final, I've already lost, when he plays at Wimbledon. So we're thinking about Sunday, and anything can happen in our sport. It means that much. So out of respect for our opposition, our respect for the tournament, it's vitally important we just focus on Sunday, and we want to win. We want to win in front of our supporters, because they are coming and buying tickets in their thousands, and we would be doing them a disservice if we didn't prepare accordingly and go and try and win the game and win it well. Coupled with the fact we want to maintain some rhythm in our game. So I hope all those factors make sense to you, because I'm not lying to you.
But also, people get inspired playing here, don't they? It's a fantastic pitch to play on. It's a really true surface. And they get excited about playing in front of such a good crowd. We all do. We all raise our games for that, and I think that's what Bedford will bring this week. So
what you're telling us is that hopefully it won't happen, but Bedford are capable of making up the deficit they've got at the moment if you don't play it right.
I've got a phrase that every player's live. Every player's a scoring opportunity for either side in the game. Sean's already touched on the couple of interceptions that Bedford scored last year. At the beginning of the season. You imagine that when you're attacking close to their line, you think you're going to score. Interception, they run the length. 20 seconds later, they're getting 7 points. So easy to happen in this game, and that's why we love the game.
Yeah, the game can turn around, Sean, can't it, very early. If they were to score an interception in the early minutes, then the complexion of it could change, couldn't it?
Don't forget that 32 minutes last week, it was 10-all. You know, that's a long way into the game. At Callum Sheedy's forward pass in the corner, 30 seconds later, they're down the other end of the field with the driving maul, which we defended very well. That could have been a 14-point swing in the game, which at that point, having gone for goal to make it 27-13, I believe, you know, a 14-point swing there, you know, gets them back in the game. You know, so we have to keep our foot on the throat. I think that's vitally important.
But that's how we've worked all year. We've worked all year just about focusing on the next game and enjoying that process.
So finally for me, Andy, message to Bristol fans who might be coming to this game thinking it's almost done and dusted. You're going to say, no, it isn't.
I think for our Bristol support is to get behind the team, as it's done all year. You know, the support that we had at Bedford was tremendous, and the noise that you had before the game, the way they supported the team throughout, the big defensive performance that we put in to get behind that side was huge, and we've been delighted with the way that this team has been supported throughout. And you know, for us, we owe all our performances to our supporters.